General Manager Craig Conroy has spoken about the Elias Lindholm trade to the Vancouver Canucks. Why would the Flames deal their only all-star? Welcome to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're a Flames fan and you like what you see here in this video, make sure you subscribe for all of the latest Flames news, updates, and rumors. And like I said, in this video, I will be discussing why Craig Conroy decided to deal away our only all-star. Now the Flames have 0 all-stars coming into this weekend's all-star break. I don't know how that sits with me. It'll be funny to see 0 Flames there, but it'll still be enjoyable to watch nonetheless, especially with all those celebrities and everything else. But of course, the big news is still the massive trade. Elias Lindholm shipped out to rival Vancouver. Now, in the last video on the channel, we discussed, more so, why is Lindholm going there? Why get rid of Lindholm? This video will talk about more what the Flames got in return and why we wanted these players back. So first and foremost, of course, is Kuzmenko in Cowtown. Andrei Kuzmenko, he had a really good season last year. In his rookie season, he came over from Russia pretty late. He's 27 years old already, but just his second year in the NHL. But he had 39 goals last year, which is pretty ridiculous. But Craig Conroy, the new GM, he finally makes a big trade. Well, I shouldn't say finally. It didn't take him that long, just a few months, but it's his first big trade. Obviously, he's traded before with the Canucks, dealing out Zadorov earlier this season. But this is the first blockbuster of not only his GM career, but of this year's NHL season. It's the first one in trade season. We can definitely say we're in that season now. The Flames, you know how we are. We always set the tone for that. But Andrei Kuzmenko has to be the main piece coming back to Calgary, other than you could maybe argue the first round pick, but I'm going to say Kuzmenko is the key piece coming back to Calgary. So let's have a little look at his stats here. This has been his NHL career so far, and it's not bad. Like I said, rookie season last year, 39 goals in 81 games, not bad. But what I've highlighted here is what I believe Craig Conroy has highlighted as well when he spoke about why Kuzmenko. He is unbelievable on the power play. He slots in perfectly to replace Lindholm on that top unit. Lindholm, right shot. That is what Conroy said Kuzmenko is also a big reason why he came, is a right shot power play guy who can score goals. That seems like a seamless transition between Lindholm and Kuzmenko. You lose a guy, you gain a guy, and he's very similar. Obviously, Lindholm, you could argue, does a little more in the defensive zone, kills penalties, everything like that. But Kuzmenko, I think he has a good shot at really becoming what he was last year, what he was in Russia, that kind of thing. I think he'll be in a good situation now where he'll be seen more as the guy, because the Canucks just had too many of those guys, Pettersson, Miller, Besser. There are just too many guys above him. Kuzmenko now, he could easily go to top goal scorer on the Flames if he were to get the right minutes and the right chemistry, just the right chance with the right line mates. And I think there's loads of time to prepare for that. So it'll be very interesting. Another big part of the deal, of course, the prospects. The prospects as positives. What are they? Why did we gain these prospects in particular? Now, the Flames acquired 2 prospects, both young guys. One is 19, one is only 21 as well. And the first one, he's in here somewhere. Oh, that's right. He's the defenseman. Look at the number 3 spot there. Hunter Brusiewicz. I mean, that's how I'm going to pronounce it for now until I hear an actual announcer announce it. But Hunter Brusiewicz is a defenseman. This is the OHL scoring for this season, the 2023-2024 season. He is 3rd in the entire OHL in points. That is pretty ridiculous. Obviously, most of that's assists, but that is what the Flames really want. I totally believe that. Conroy said that he is something that the Flames do not have in the system right now. He's also a right-handed shot. He's a defenseman who can move the puck and obviously really chips in offensively. The Flames kind of have certain offensive defensemen. I mean, obviously, Weegar's got a lot of goals this year. You see Andersson rush up, Hanifin, who knows how much longer he'll be here. But yeah, Brusiewicz is something different. He can go all the way up the ice, end to end, easily, make the right play, super offensive defenseman, and that is definitely something the Flames haven't had for a long time. I'm going to say since Dion Phaneuf. No, he's no Dion Phaneuf. Not a double Dion around here. He's no one-tooth wonder as well like Tanev, but he looks like a fantastic prospect. Don't be surprised if he is getting real NHL minutes within the next season or two here. So he is very, very good. What an acquisition by the Flames, by Conroy. The other guy, Joni Jurmo. I mean, not only does he have such a fun name, I don't know why all Finns just have the most fun names to say, but Joni Jurmo is definitely up there. Once again, young guy, he's only 21. On here it says he's 6'5". That is just massive. Left-handed shot, he's a big guy, weighs over 200 pounds. And like I said, he's very young. He's a former third-round pick by the Canucks a few years ago. So that's very, very interesting. The reason why Conroy said he picked him up, is because he's a big guy, can be a big force in the defensive end, could probably kill penalties. He really doesn't chip in much offensively. I believe he has 1 goal so far this season over in the Finnish league. But he's big, and that's what you need. The Flames recently have lost some of their big guys, or the big guys just haven't been what they thought they would be. And Joni Jurmo definitely has the potential to be that guy. So I think that's fantastic that he's here too. These prospects could be fantastic. They honestly could just be tremendous. Super excited to see if they get a shot with the Flames in the next season or two here. I think it'd be great. I mean, you look at Bruchewitz, 3rd in the OHL in points. I have to emphasize that, especially since he's a defenseman. That is pure class. I'd love to see him in a Flames uniform very, very soon. Last thing I'll touch on in this video is diet equals results. And it's funny because usually when it comes to the NHL, what most people are talking about when it comes to diet is, you just eat health foods. You don't eat any sweets, not too much sugar, carbs before the games, and that's about it. Limit your alcohol, things like that. Just super healthy diets. Well, I'm going to sit here and say Kuzmenko last year was lights out. Absolutely fantastic. Instant chemistry with Elias Pettersson. I think that could happen here too. But what's the one change he made in the offseason? Well, he said he was no longer going to eat waffles or Nutella or chocolate or ice cream. And I happened to find a photo of pretty much all those in one. And his stats just aren't quite as good this year after they were incredible last year. Is it because he has cut out the waffles and the Nutella and the ice cream? I mean, personally, those are foods that I absolutely love. I'm no NHL player, but if I were in the NHL and I had the potential to eat that every day, because of my metabolism would be incredible, I would. Kuzmenko should go back to that, and maybe he'd go back to being at a 40-goal pace for the year. I don't know, but I think he should start eating that. Calgary, I can give some great recommendations within the city of where to get all of those things. There are some delicious spots, especially for waffles. But the last thing I'll just say about the rebuild, about what Conroy said, is that he believes the team can still make a push for the playoffs, which is absolutely true. They're only 4 points out of wild card spot right now. And of course, any general manager is going to say, we want to win now. I'm building the team to win. And that's fantastic. I agree. The Flames honestly could still make a push for the playoffs with the current core. If they trade away a bunch more players, it might not be great. But he also said he wants to keep a competitive environment every game. Wants it to be close at least, that kind of thing. Just for those young guys who they're finally giving shots to. If the young guys are around a competitive environment, they'll develop super quick and it'll be great. A comparison you can make is the Ottawa Senators. They just have not been great because they haven't been competitive in so long, and the young guys just aren't developing as quickly as they want them to. They're going to miss the playoffs again for a 7th straight year. Another team like that, look at Buffalo. They just are doing the exact same thing where they're not giving their players the right chance to play in those competitive environments. So Conroy's obviously being very smart about this, wants to give the young guys a chance and also a chance to win, be competitive. With Kuzmenko on the power play now, with the new prospects coming in, that is all ideal. I think the Flames could definitely be a contender within the next 5 years or so. That being said, personally, a rebuild, I'm still totally down to buy into it. If Hanifin and Tanev are gone, if more people are gone, I think it's safer to just commit to that rebuild. Don't have to make a push for those playoffs. I'd rather be bad for a few years and then be really good for the next however long than to be really bad or to be mediocre for, I don't know, let's say 20 years or so. That's what it feels like at this point. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw in this video, please make sure you subscribe. Like I said, Flames fans, this is a place for us. It'll be a super, super fun channel. Videos coming out almost every single day. So make sure you stay tuned. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.